One for her.
Enjoying films can make us overlook the realities that happen while filming. Let's see some of the moments where actors were drunk during scenes. In Game of Thrones, Cersei Lannister was always seen with wine in almost all the scenes, so much so that she got drunk in some scenes, and it couldn't be hidden from the way she played her character.
My mother had just died, you see. I didn't really understand the concept of death, the finality of it. I thought that if I prayed very, very hard, the gods would return my...
In Easy Rider, the scene where Jack Nicholson took a bourbon down his throat was for real. Nicholson drank Jim Beam and rushed it down his throat in different takes, which led him to be drunk by the time that scene was shot. His reactions and acting in this scene were original.
To old D.H. Lawrence.
Drinking in front of the camera can be more of hiding a bad habit in plain sight, but this didn't stop some actors from being drunk geniuses on set. According to Heath Ledger's family, most of the scenes he acted in The Dark Knight were off sobriety. They claimed that alcohol helped Heath portray the craziness of the Joker character even better.
How about a magic trick? I'm gonna make this pencil disappear.
Tropic Thunder was one of the most challenging roles played by Robert Downey Jr. Playing a black American in a story has never been one of his areas of strength. Robert admitted that sometimes when playing the character gets overwhelming, he drinks enough to get him out of his comfort zone.
You know that's a true story. Lady lost a kid. You about to cross some fucking lines.
Guys, relax.
You know what? Fuck that, man. I'm sick of this koala hugging nigga telling me.
In The Wolf of Wall Street, Leonardo DiCaprio's character was at one point supposed to be sober from drinking, but in reality, the props used on set were majorly alcohol to help him with smooth lines delivery. In the scene where he took orange juice, DiCaprio admitted to being drunken for that monologue.
Yep. On a daily basis, I consume enough drugs to sedate Manhattan, Long Island.
In Game of Thrones, Tyrion the Imp was one of the major characters who was known to drink the most according to the story. In embodying the character, Peter Dinklage had quite an amount of alcohol that many would consider too much.
Keep up.
I don't think I can, my lord.
In Jaws, in the scene where the actors were drinking and comparing scars on the boat, Robert Shaw had convinced the director that the scene would be more relatable and realistic if they were allowed to take real alcohol, which led them to get drunk after multiple takes.
I'm tired and I wanna go to bed. I had a little drink about enough.
In The Rum Diary, Giovanni Ribisi's character was a drunk, and he decided to be drunk in real life as opposed to acting it out. All actions and lines were delivered drunk. You could also tell from his pale look in the film just how drunk he was.
Off the scale. 470 proof.
In Babylon, the scene where Jack Conard was drunk in his mansion was not acting. The actor had taken some alcohol, but his acting fits the scene perfectly.
Sir, do you have keys?
In The Wolf of Wall Street, Margot Robbie was very nervous and overwhelmed as to how to shoot her first intimate scene with Leonardo DiCaprio, and she needed a way out to kill the scene. The best solace was alcohol, which helped her with her nervousness. This helped as her performance turned out to be seamless. Some actors tend to go to the extreme to achieve some role to make a beautiful film. Nicolas Cage did this in the wildest way imaginable. Let's see how. Nicolas Cage played an alcoholic writer in Leaving Las Vegas and truly became an alcoholic as an actor on the set. He was able to play the character believably because it came to him with ease.
To tell you the truth, I'm a little shaky right now.
In Holiday Inn, Fred Astaire gulped 2 glasses of bourbon before shooting the party scene where he danced drunk. This drunk feeling made the director like the film better, which made them leave it in the final cut. Shia LaBeouf freaked out Mia Wasikoswa at almost every chance he got because of his alcohol drinking habit while filming Lawless. This became an issue on set so much that Mia opted to quit working on that set.
You die all over again.
What you talking about?
I gotta find you lying in a pool of your own blood. Drag your damn body to my car.
In filming scenes, some of these drunk moments might not even be the fault of the production, but a problem from the actor.
Deutsches Bier. Claro. Ja, ist Bitburger. Schmeckt gut, ne?
Daniel Radcliffe being part of this list might be one of the most shocking things you'd see today. He admitted to having been drunk in some of the scenes he shot for the Harry Potter franchise, mostly because he had a drinking problem. Considering this to be a film mostly acted by kids, what were the odds of filming a drunk actor?
Knight to e5.
In recent interviews, Brad Pitt and Edward Norton have explained the reason behind their sync in Fight Club. The duo spoke about them getting a lot of shots while on break and going straight into filming without sobriety. Some actors are given roles that might be too difficult for their morals and ethics based on their personality, but they use alcohol as an excuse or an escape from reality for the sake of the craft.
That's Steph.
Water.
That's a good idea, honey. Ninja?
As the title of the film implies, drinking buddies needed actors to portray what the lives of people who drank looked like. Anna Kendrick and Olivia Wilde, as well as other actors on set, were known for not taking any non-alcoholic drinks on set.
I personally am gonna bust your legs.
I'm all warmed up now.
How much?
$100.
That low right now?
You're right.
Let's get weird.
300.
In the party scene in Practical Magic, as well as some other scenes in the film, Nicole Kidman and Sandra Bullock became one of the greatest and award-winning actors because they didn't fake any of their expressions while filming the drunk scenes.
We all know what it is. Oh, please. Since when is being a slut a crime in this film?
In the bar scene in Justice League, there were no non-alcoholic props on set. All the drinks taken by the bar extras had alcoholic contents. This also doesn't exclude Jason Momoa himself.
I heard a cannon.
The ocean's rage.
And they came monsters from the sky.
In another round, the drinking scene starring Mads Mikkelsen was shot multiple times. And for all the time it was shot, Mikkelsen kept taking a new shot of bourbon, thereby leading him to get drunk by the time the scene ended.
Rødme stærk. Ja, men den er også god.
Er du sikker på det, Martin?
In Breaking Bad, the scene where Walt confronts Hank, Bryan Cranston was nothing close to sober while shooting the scene, but the situation worked well for the scene. In James Bond, in the scene where
He was a good old boy, you know. Hey, there you go, thanks. I mean, this guy could put him away like he had 2 livers, okay? Like a fish, okay? Like a drunk fish.
In James Bond, in the scene where James Bond kills time at the beach while MI6 thinks he's dead. James goes to a bar where they play a scorpion drinking game. Interestingly, the actor was very drunk in this scene even while playing game. If you liked this video, check out when movie bloopers were too good to cut.